Okay, trying to find the right penis sleeve when you're dealing with ED. Yeah, it can be a lot. So many options, so many claims. So in this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to focus on the three things that are absolutely non-negotiable, the things that will help you find a solution that's safe, that works, and that feels right for both you and your partner.
And that's the big question, right? How do you tell the difference between some clever marketing and a product that can actually genuinely help you get that intimacy back? Well, that's exactly what we're here to do. We're going to get past the sales pitch and look at the hard facts that really make a difference.
So let's start with the absolute bedrock, and honestly, the most important thing to look at, the material. It's the single biggest thing that separates a good product from a bad one. I mean, think about it. The material affects hygiene, how long it lasts, what it feels like, and most importantly, safety for both of you.
That's a pretty strong statement, you know? When you have experts in the field saying steer clear, they're not messing around. And that warning is aimed squarely at a type of material called porous. It all comes down to your health, and this is really the first big choice you have to make. This slide really just lays it all out. You've got two paths. Over on the left, non-porous materials, like platinum-cured silicone. The surface is totally smooth, so there's nowhere for bacteria to hide. You can completely sanitize it, you can even boil it, so you know it's hygienic every single time. Now on the right, you have the porous stuff, like TPE or PVC. Their surfaces are covered in these tiny little microscopic holes that just trap bacteria. You can never, ever get them fully clean. Plus, they break down over time. For something this intimate, the choice is kind of obvious, right? Non-porous is the only way to go for real safety and peace of mind.
Okay, so you've picked a non-porous material like silicone. Awesome, that's a huge step. But how do you know that specific silicone is truly safe for your body? This brings us to our second key point, verifiable safety. It's so easy for companies to just throw around nice-sounding words, so let's talk about what actually means something.
And here is the absolute key distinction. Anybody, and I mean anybody, can slap the words "body safe" on a package. It's just marketing. It's not a regulated standard. It could mean everything, or it could mean absolutely nothing. What you really need to look for is a safety standard. That means proof from an independent lab that it's been tested. That's not a claim, that's a verifiable fact.
So what does that proof actually look like? Well, a perfect example is a standard called OECD TG439. I know, it sounds super technical, but all it means is that the material went through a tough independent test to prove it doesn't cause any skin irritation. When a company can show you that they meet a specific standard like this one, you know their safety claims are legit and backed by real data. And this is so crucial. This kind of testing isn't just about protecting the person wearing the sleeve, it's for their partner too. It makes sure the material is non-irritating and safe for everyone involved. That gives you a level of peace of mind that you just can't get otherwise, and that's absolutely essential for real intimacy.
All right, so now we've got a safe, tested, high-quality material. But there's one more piece to this puzzle, and it's a big one, the fit. A penis sleeve is a precision tool. If the fit is off, it doesn't matter how great the material is. It's just not going to work right. Getting the size correct is absolutely key.
And you know what? Measuring is way simpler than you probably think. All you need is one of those flexible tailor's tape measures. Or hey, even just a piece of string and a regular ruler. You're going to measure the circumference, that's the distance all the way around at the thickest part. And here's the most important tip of all. Make sure you measure in the state you'll be in when you actually use the sleeve. For a lot of guys using this for ED support, that's going to mean measuring when you're flaccid.
I really want this to sink in, because it's the most important part of sizing. It is all about the girth, not the length. That circumference measurement is what tells you the internal opening size you need for the sleeve. That's what creates a secure, comfortable fit. If you get that one number right, you're golden. Okay, we've covered material, safety, and fit. Now we get to pull it all together. The last step is taking what you know and picking the type of sleeve that actually matches your situation, because they're not all designed to do the same thing. So this table kind of breaks it down into the two main camps. On one side, you have things like extenders. They're mostly for adding a bit of size or texture, and you need to already have an erection to use them. But on the other side, you have ED support sleeves. These are the ones engineered specifically for ED. The key feature to look for here is usually some kind of harness system that keeps the sleeve securely on the body. That, plus a firm material, is what makes penetration possible even without an erection.
Look, at the end of the day, there's no single best sleeve out there for everyone.
The best one is the one that's right for you. It's the one that matches your body, your specific needs, and what you and your partner are both comfortable with. It's all about finding that personal solution.
So, to wrap it all up, if you only remember one thing from this, make it these 3 words: material, safety, fit. As you're looking around at different options, just use that as your mental checklist. Is the material good and non-porous? Is the safety proven with real testing? And have you measured to get the right fit? If you can say yes to all 3, you know you're making a really solid choice. If you're ready to start exploring options that are actually built on these core ideas of material, safety, and fit, you can head over to rxsleeve.com or just scan the QR code right there on your screen. Making a choice you feel confident about is the best first step you can take.